um, just going with the flow, even in the highs and lows. The oil that came through really strong is Midnight Forest. And it is a beautiful blend. It's got a lot of tree oils in it and orange, which is a favorite of mine. So this is a really great grounding oil. And I think that's why it came through so clearly. If you're feeling unmotivated, fearful, overwhelmed, any types of those emotions, this oil, this blend, will help balance that for you. So I highly recommend Midnight Forest. It is the oil of nature's rhythm. So it makes sense, right? Having a lot of, well, first of all, essential oils, that's nature. But having the tree oils to feel grounded and feel connected with Mother Earth, that is a really, really powerful way to shift your energy. So the cards that I'm using is the Earth and Soul Oracle and the Starseed Oracle. So let's see what comes through for the collective for this week, of what messages maybe need to come through, or what we should maybe focus on, in addition to literally just going with the flow. Oh, interesting. So this one that came through for the Starseed Oracle, you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So it is okay to have boundaries. Boundaries is not a bad word. When I think of boundaries, I think of myself. So one thing I have as a boundary for me is when I shower in the evening, and I have found for my energy, it is always best for me to shower at the end of the day, because then I literally shower off and cleanse my body of the energy of the day. I have realized that if I don't do that, I don't sleep as well. And if you think of that from a logical sense, it makes sense, right? You're going to bed with the energies of the day. So your mind could keep going. You could be attached to other people's energy. Cord cutting is a really good, so a visual cord cutting, really quick way. For example, if you're driving down the street and all of a sudden you get this gut feeling, it's like, where did that come from? That is not me. Just cut the energy. This very simple motion can literally help cut that energy. It's really fascinating. So yes, boundaries with yourself, with others, for yourself, with others, like what you will tolerate or what you will engage in. That is something to keep in mind as well. We don't want to keep ourselves in a situation where it's abusive in any way. And abuse isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's mental, it's verbal. And unfortunately, that's far too common, which it's sad. So just get really clear on what your boundaries are and what they need to be with your time. So after I shower in the evening, it is a firm no for me. Okay, these two both want to come through. It's a very firm no for me to get on any form of social media. For me, it's not super social anyway. And I find once I've cleansed my energy, that's the way I want to keep it for sleeping. So if I've cleansed my energy and then I'm getting into external energies, which maybe has nothing to do with me at all, it's going to affect my sleep. It's going to affect more than my sleep. So, oh, interesting. Okay, so from the Earth and Soul Oracle, these are the two cards that came through. Overthinking. This is something I am personally actively working on. I think it's something that all of us in some form, it's easy to sink into, overthinking. And especially with, oh my goodness, with the oil, it's all tied together like incredibly well. Midnight Forest, when we're grounding, right? If we're feeling an overwhelm, if we're feeling fearful, tense, anything like that, we want to get regrounded into nature's rhythm. Can also stop this from just spinning. and get into nature. See, the other one that came up. So as soon as you realize what boundaries you should have, you can stop overthinking and then bring yourself into your true alignment. Because whatever your alignment is, remember, it's not your spouse's, it's not your best friends, it's not your kids, it's not your parents, it's not mine. And my alignment is not yours. It's not my husband's, it's not my kids, it's not my parents, it's mine. Right? So for each and every one of us, our alignment's going to be completely different. And that's the way it's meant to be. So I'm always just so filled with gratitude when I sit down and allow myself to connect in with spirit and receive these messages and then share them with you. It's absolutely mind-blowing in the best possible way. I hope you have the greatest week this week. So these are the cards and the oil for the week of July 24th. Today is July 25th, and I hope you are well, and I hope you have a great week.